Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily Go Getimism number 795 for December 6, 2016. Alright, y'all, tonight I want to talk to y'all about managing yourselves. Managing yourself, managing self-management. I mean, I don't think that we really take a lot of time to think about what managing yourself really means. It means getting your constitution together. It means making sure that you're all right. It means planning for the future, taking care of today. It means not overextending yourself. It means making sure that you have the things that you need. It means making sure that before you get into something that you checked everything. You dotted all your I's, you crossed all your T's, you basically on your P's and Q's. It doesn't mean that you're perfect though. Nothing or nobody in life is perfect, but you don't have to be. All you have to do is be good. But when it comes to talking about managing yourself, think for a second what it means to manage other people. When you manage other people, you find out their strengths and their weaknesses, and you try to put them in positions to be able to win for your team. So if somebody has a strength, then you set them up with activities that play towards their strengths, because that's going to be their strong suit. That's going to be where they are able to compete and win better. When you identify their weaknesses, then you want to try to keep them out of situations where they're not going to be able to perform up to their optimal ability. And you want to try to make sure that they are able to start working on their weaknesses. So hopefully, if you manage people, you try to capitalize on their strengths, and probably try to even make their strengths stronger. And you also try to strengthen their weaknesses, and try not to exploit their weaknesses, or put the competition in the position to exploit their weaknesses. And if you can do that, then your job as a manager is probably going to work out pretty well. Let me find out that I got a phantom monitor over here. I don't want to turn off. A zombie or something, I gotta shoot it in the head. Anyway, so if you know how to manage other people, more than likely the things in your life are manageable. But that's not always the case. You know, it really should be the case. I mean, everybody has a little bit of discipline and probably a regiment that they follow in order to get their day started. But a good idea when you start talking about self-management is this. It should probably start the night before. Like, think about a day in your life. It should probably start the night before, because the things that you do the night before are probably going to make the day coming a little bit smoother. So if you know that you're the type of person who has a problem waking up, then it's probably better for you to do a lot of things at night. You know, that way you're not rushing out of the door in the morning. See, I'm the type of person that really likes the morning time, so I don't mind doing anything in the morning. It's not hard for me to get up or anything like that, but forget about all that. Let's think about what you might do to prepare for the next day in the previous day. So on a night like tonight, it's Tuesday night, December 6th. These are probably some of the things that a person should do preparing for the morning of December 7th. If you have clothes that need to be ironed and all of that, or whatever, you know, get your gear, whether it's a uniform or whatever you're going to wear the next day. That way you don't have to make those decisions in the morning, like what should I put on, or is it warm, or is it cold outside? You know, so you might want to check that weather report tonight. So you got your clothes together, you check the weather and make sure that you know what you're going to need as far as going out, so you know what coat you're going to wear, you know whether wear wear some rain gear or snow gear or just cold winter gear. All right. Now you probably want to take your bath or your shower tonight, because if you do that tonight, then you won't have to worry about it in the morning. And that's not to say that you're just going to run out of the house and be dirty. You know what I mean? Because people sweat at night and all that kind of stuff. So, you wash up it. I mean, you take a bath or a shower at night, and in the morning, you wash up and everything is cool. So you're ready to get up out the door smoothly. If you have things that I don't know if you cook in the morning or whatever, but make sure that those things are set up to be able to, just go down in the kitchen and get busy. So, but hold up, before you even got to the point where you're getting dressed the next day, if you manage yourself well, you probably shouldn't push the snooze button 5-6 times. You know what I mean? There are people who do that. So I think the snooze button by default gives you 5 extra minutes. So if you push that 4 times, that's 20 minutes. 5 times is 25 minutes. 6 times, that's a half an hour. Now, if you know that you're slow to get up that way and you play with that snooze button, you're already not really managing yourself well. It's not to say that you're a slacker or that you're worthless or lazy or whatever. But it does mean that management ain't really your thing. Self-management ain't really your thing. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were managing yourself well, you'd be ready to go, because you understand that every minute counts. Time is money. When you're on the clock, you're getting paid, that's money. So, like I said, these are just some of the things that you can do to manage yourself better. And it is a practice, because a lot of times you don't even think about these things, but when you start to pay more attention to these things and you start to put them into practice, you can form a habit of managing yourself well. And if you form the habit of managing yourself well, then you could probably teach somebody else how to do it, and things in your life will be more disciplined and structured, and they're probably going to go the way that you want them to go. Not only that, but when you manage yourself well and you're consistent in the things that you do in order to manage yourself well, then you get respect. People respect people who have structure. People respect people who have structure and discipline. Think about it. That's why some people look up to people in the military, because they know that there's no way that you can make it through the military without getting some sort of discipline consistently. It's not like you do it one day, like, all right, we're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning this day. But not every day. It doesn't work that way in the military, not doing basic training. You're up at a certain hour every day. And then you have a list of duties that you're going to perform, physical duties, every day. So you become used to that life, you become disciplined to that life, and then you wonder how people ever fall off from that, how they ever stop being that way. But, it is what it is. Just like I said, it takes 3 weeks to form a habit. It also takes 3 weeks to break a habit. So if you start working out, in the beginning of the year, whatever, you need to do it at least 21 days straight, and that will give you that habit. But a lot of people bail out before that 21st day, and then they wonder how come in the middle of the year you done paid for these gym memberships and you ain't worked out since Valentine's Day. But that's because you didn't have very good self-management. And it be like that sometimes. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when it comes to self-management, one of the things that you have to take into consideration is discipline. No, let me put it this way. Yeah. Discipline, practice, what should I say? Practice, consistency, discipline, and mapping out a plan. finger still ache. Anyway, and if you do those things consistently, trust me, they're going to become easier and easier for you. Speaking of easier and easier, this is the opposite of easier. Tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we're going to talk about he or she ruined my life. Can a man or a woman in your life ruin your life? Ruin your life. I'm not saying ruin your day, because anybody or anything can ruin your day. But to have your life ruined, that means you have to ruin your day over a series of days, series of weeks, series of months, series of years. Unless it's like a really, really tragic incident that can ruin your life. Like, for example, let's say you get hit by a car or shot or something like that. Yeah, those are isolated incidents that can ruin your life. For a minute, I would have almost said that there isn't any one incident that can ruin a person's life, but that's not true. But is it normally the person that you are friends with, in love with, or in your family or something like that? Are those normally the people who ruin your life, or can a stranger ruin your life? Think about that. Can a stranger ruin your life? A stranger? How would that happen? I'll tell you what. We're going to explore that on the Urban Therapy with Sun show tomorrow night, December 7th, 2016, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. December 7th, I believe that's D-Day. D-Day. Yeah, that was the day. Anyway, D-Day stands for Day of Deliverance. A lot of people think it means Doomsday, but no, that's not. That's not what it means. Anyway, make sure y'all check out the Urban Therapy with Sun show tomorrow night, because we're going to go deep into that. Somebody ruining your life. You ruined my life. Or people just saying that because they mad or they sad or they disappointed. Well, we're going to see. So make sure you check it out. And don't forget to check out the Daily Go Getivism show every single day. Every single day. 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 347-677-1533. blogtalkradio.com/sun 752. Peace. Y'all have a good night. Tomorrow night, Urban Therapy with Sun show. blogtalkradio.com/sun 752. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December 7th. Holla.